Hi, everyone. It's Lydia again with Eradicate Self-Doubt and Anxiety. I'm a practitioner of rapid transformational therapy, which is known around the world as RTT. And it was created by Marissa Peer, who is an RTT therapist. And she has worked with clients for over 30 years in a number of different countries. She's been on numerous global platforms, impressive platforms at amazing conferences around the world. She has written many books, and she's created this school called the Marissa Peer School. And she trains people like me to help people like you. My niche at the moment is helping individuals overcome their anxiety and eliminate their anxiety, actually eliminate and eradicate their self-doubt and anxiety. You might notice if you scroll through my videos that I was also working on sleep for a long time. And my Facebook group was called Good Deep Sleep. And now I have a Facebook group called Eradicate Self-Doubt and Anxiety. And what I wanted to talk about today was this I'm really trying to capture what it is I want to do. And what I want to do is help individuals like you, women. I want to help women eradicate self-doubt and anxiety in what we call the Eliminate Anxiety Lab. When you go into a lab, you go into the lab with a specific focus. You go into the lab planning to take a look at something. You're making a plan to examine something. You're deciding that you're going to focus on something. You're going to work on something. When people are in a lab, they're working on something, right? So I want to invite you to imagine yourself, putting on that white coat, going into the lab and focusing on yourself and your own anxiety. So together, I'll be in there too. We're in the lab together, and we're focusing on your anxiety and the ways in which we can eradicate self-doubt and anxiety. So what happens during the day is that we have a hard time maybe making decisions. We have a hard time feeling calm. We have a hard time feeling grounded. We can't make decisions. We self-doubt. We second guess ourselves when we have conversations with our friends. We have self-doubts when we have conversations at work with our colleagues, with our coworkers, with our supervisors, with our boss. If we have anxiety, then nothing ever feels right. And when we have anxiety, nothing ever feels like wonderful and amazing. When we have anxiety, it always erodes. It erodes this feeling of well-being. It takes away our joy. It takes away this feeling of expansiveness. And instead, we feel contracted. This anxiety makes us feel contracted. And what I want to do is help women eliminate anxiety so that they can feel expansive, so that they can feel free. And what happens is that when you dive into the lab, when you enter the lab, you're basically making a decision to transform your life. You make a decision to transform your life because without anxiety, everything is different, right? You feel happier, you feel more alive, you feel vital, you feel free. And how does that translate? You just feel better about yourself. You feel better about the way that you're parenting. You feel better about the way in which you show up in your primary relationship. You feel better about the way in which you're interacting with your loved ones, with your significant other, with your spouse. You feel better about your performance at work. It is literally a transformation. When you eliminate anxiety, it transforms your life. So consider the possibility that you could really transform your life by getting into the lab and doing this work. And doing this work so that it lasts. It makes a lasting impression. This is a really amazing gift that you can give yourself. You can give yourself the gift of freedom. You can give yourself the gift of expansiveness. You can give yourself the gift of vitality. And then you're really able to be genuine and warm and authentic in your relationships. Because when we have anxiety, that prevents us from being warm and authentic, or we think we're being warm and authentic. But when the anxiety's gone, then you show up in a totally different way. So I invite you to consider this lab, Eliminate Anxiety Lab. It's just for you. I've created it just for you, just for people who struggle with anxiety. You can reach out to me on Lydia Hill, hypnotherapy.directory. That's my website. I am also on Facebook. I have a Facebook group called Eradicate Self-Doubt and Anxiety, and invite you to join me there. And also you can message me on Messenger, and I'd love to schedule a free strategy call. So I'd love to talk. I love talking about the lab that I have created for people who experience anxiety on a regular basis, long-standing anxiety and self-doubt. Check it out. See you on the next video.